being crazy. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. As you can see in my background, love to have this little good old walker here. Still got it. But for those of you that are brand new, I had a knee replacement. So bear with me as I jiggle around in my chair. I'm finding out that the pain is not so much from the knee, but I have a pinched sciatic. So that's no fun either. So anyway, let's get going, guys. This is for Leos for the week from the, I was going to say February. Where did that come from? From April 5th to the 11th. Oh my goodness, April. Beautiful, beautiful month. Cherry blossom, sakura month. Wow, sungoku kirei desu yo. Oh, sungoku, sungoku. I love cherry blossom time. Anyway, let's get to it. Any announcements? No announcements other than please don't forget to like any video creator's video, because that brings it up so that the creators actually get more views with that video. So if you like it, hit it. Takes 2 seconds. Other than that, I think the 5th being probably the last day we're going to have these full moon energies. Well, it's going to be dissipating less anyway. This full moon has really got some good feelings to it, guys. If you haven't seen the full moon video, go back and see it. You'll see that a lot of these energies are going to go on through April, maybe May. But please go watch the video. I did do that on the 28th on the full moon. So please go with that. In fact, I have to edit that because there's a part in there that somebody started moaning in my backyard, and I need to go edit that out. So, because it's too noisy. And I was too noisy. My daughter's like, why didn't you pause the video? I said, I didn't know I could. That's boomers, all right? Anyway, so let's get started. For those of you that are new, my intuitive tarot is done a little bit differently. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for popping in. My tarot is done differently. So it is divine driven, which means it's done through intuition. It's also done through wisdom and knowledge that the divine wants to bring forward for your journey, also to help you through your struggles and your challenges. This is a type of tarot that actually is to help you grow in your purpose and calling. You'll find all different kinds of tarot. I do but go by what the divine and the planets and numerology. So I mix all three energies together. It's really important because you will find that if you really study the spirit, spirit divine, which is energy, and you'll hear me say God, and somebody tried to politically correct me the other day, divine is not a he. Well, I know he's not a he. But that is my choice to call him rather than just saying energy. So I say he, so, and also spirit. I'll say spirit, divine, God, whatever in that sense. So it's really important because these few readings here, not only with the planets and everything, are amazing. These energies are really becoming to be uplifted with the planets and numerology. So when you hear me talk about your future energy for this, the third card, the third oracle, then that is not just for this coming week or weekend. It is going to be for a couple months. So really pay attention to what is happening in your life, and because you're setting the precedence for a couple of months out, all right? So this first card out is going to be for the divine. The divine is it's the energy that he wants you to focus in on, not me. I don't choose these. I don't even choose which one I'm doing first, which signs I'm doing first. He does that. So, but this card is his. He's like, I want to get my words in. I want to get my points across. Then the second card out is about the current energies in this week that we're talking about from the 5th to 11th. All right. And then the future energies I usually say is for the weekend or a week, but no, these are going to be for a couple months. So pay attention to those. If you want to take notes, you're very welcome to. You want to ask questions, you're very welcome to. That's why I do a live feed. I always do live feeds. And if you're new, I do my readings every week, Tuesday through Friday or Saturday, depending on right now, because depending on my leg. So it all just dependent on that. Oh boy. Okay. So the divine has his first card out as the wasp. Okay. So the wasp, hey star, welcome, welcome. The wasp is a negative energy when people are saying, well, there is no negative, there is no positive. Low vibrational, however you want to put it. It's low vibrational, low energy, because anger, retaliation, jealousy is insecurities. It's also low self-esteem, low values. It's also based from your foundation, wherever that foundation started. If you were a little shaver, little teeny shaver, whether you got to be a little bit or bigger shaver or bigger, it started way back then. So these are the anger. We have to look at anger. So thank you. So Divine is asking me to share that we make choices out of our life out of two decisions. We either make it out of love or we make it out of fear. There's two ways we make decisions in our life. And ponder that for a while, because I had to with a lady who is a medium, but we talk a lot on the spiritual, because I used to be Catholic, I used to be Baptist, I used to be, all these different faiths. However, I knew I had a relationship. It was very different. But we would have conversations on this topic. And I said, no, that's not right. That's not right. But it is. She goes, because I would go back with her each time and say, well, what about serial killers? What about people that are just, are horrible people? And she says, you got to go back to where the foundation was. And that foundation was probably, that first one was made out of fear. So, and even if you, I don't know about you guys, but even the Tiger King, that movie, The Tiger King, I couldn't watch it. Because as soon as I learned what his family didn't accept him or allowed him to be, that's when his life changed completely. And he made bad choices, but he did it out of fear because he was not accepted. Anyway, we do a lot of things out of anger. Anger is done out of fear. Where is fear? Insecurities. Where is fear? Maybe low self-esteem, whatever that is. Retaliation, that's just a no-no. We don't want to retaliate. Let Divine retaliate, because let me tell you, his is packed a power, a punch better than we could ever do. And I could tell you that and jealousy, that's a huge insecurity. If you're jealous, you need to step back out of a relationship and heal yourself before you go back in again. So if you're in singleness and you do get jealous or have those jealousy tendencies, you need to work on those before you go back in a relationship. And this is the number 3, guys, in numerology. This is the number 3. And 3, what is acknowledgement, do I say? You have to acknowledge that you have this problem. You can't go into denial. I have a peanut husk or something caught. So if you hear me start coughing, it's from that. I had a stupid peanut M&M and I've been coughing since. All right, so then the current energy is the Grail Knight. Leos, you guys have had this one a lot, I think. The Grail Knight has either shown up either in one aspect or another. How the Grail Knight, though, is about romance, illusion, and seeking sacred. And the number 6. So these two go hand in hand, you guys, because what is the number 6? It's about harmony, improvement. What is harmony? Balance. And what do we talk about with the full moon? If you watch the full moon video, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it, because it's really, really huge. And the key point is for the whole month, number 1 is balance. Balance between spirit, mind, and body. If you lose one of those elements, you cannot be balanced. And then in your life, if you balance work, home, blah, 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 you've got to figure out how to be balanced, okay? So, and that's the number 6. This is where you're having to work on improving, because it's all, the number 6 is about harmony, improvement. So pick one. Pick one. And this is times to take notes. A lot of people, I don't mean to get into coaching if I do, but sometimes I get into that little mode and I apologize. But the thing is, it all works together and goes in together. You can take notes if you like. And the mystery is future. And it's also about the number 7. And the number 7 is all about your potential and ambition. I would love to be on a horse right now going down there. Woo, that looks like a lot of fun. I miss horse camping. I miss my trail riding. But anyway, that's where this is. So I like this. Thank you. So the Divine is saying, see the arrow? Which way do you go? Are you going to follow the arrow, or are you going to go down the path? Which way are you going to go? That's the same with your decisions to get angry, hold it in. Not, I don't say hold it in, hone it in. Control your feelings rather than your feelings control you, your feelings and emotions. So I just had this with Sagittarius. Somebody popped in and we were just talking about that in Sagittarius. But the mystery, and the reason why that card, the future card's a mystery, because it's your choice on which way you go. So which way are you going to go? Huh? I want to know. Alrighty. And I have noticed, and I'm going to ask every sign this week. I would love to know from all my viewers, whether you make a comment or email me. I've noticed my readings are getting around 30 minutes or even a little bit longer. I used to try to keep them about 15 minutes. And also with, divine, sometimes I can't. But the other thing, ooh, that's not a good card to start out with. I don't like that. But the thing is, I would love to know from my viewers what is the ideal length for you guys, because when the divine comes in, I have to share with everything. But it just seems like lately, he's got me talking a lot longer than normal. I don't know why. So I think they've been running about 30 minutes. When I first started out, they were like 15. But I'm noticing my average watch time from YouTube, their little thing, is like 10 minutes. So I'm like, do I hone it in? Do people enjoy it? Are they just watching the segment they want or whatever they're doing? So I'd love to hear from my viewers. All right. So our first card out is the Six of Wands in reverse. So the reason why I don't like that first is usually the Six of Wands is about accomplishment. It's about you're doing it on yourself. You're doing it by yourself. People are acknowledging you with it. That's victorious. It's just, but again, okay, thank you. I hear. But it's the opposite. It's like it's not happening. It's like you're not doing it. So, and I see why, because he just showed me a picture. So it also, too, is because somebody keeps holding on to the flipping past. Why do you keep holding on to the past? You can't change it. You can't do anything with it. Let it go. You know why? Because this is the picture he showed me. Nothing's happened. Nothing's changing. That's your choice again. You have to change it. That's the mystery. But because, what's that first thing there? Somebody's got some issues as far as anger, jealousy, negative or low vibrational things, wanting to kick butt, get angry, somebody gets anxious. Somebody has anxiety and panic attacks. That's a lot of holding on the past. Because what happens when we have a panic attack? I used to have panic attacks, and I couldn't figure out why. And I went to the ER one time, and I said, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I literally can't breathe." And I don't do panic attacks. I don't do that. I'm usually a fun, joyous, not let it go off my shoulder kind of a person. But this was probably in my early 30s, and I literally couldn't get air. And I went to the ER, and lo and behold, they put the little thing on. They did the oxygen test. They're like, "You're getting plenty of air. You're having a panic attack." And I'm like, "What was I having a panic attack?" Because I couldn't control a situation, or I couldn't control or get it under control, that it made me have a panic attack when I thought I should be able to get it under control. So sometimes we have these anxieties or panic attacks or things that get us all anxious, angry, frustrated, bitter, because we do not have control. So I would love to know from you guys. Write it down. Do I get angry? Do I get bitter? And what around those creates that? Okay. What is it around that creates that? There will be a trigger. And you can actually train yourself to release that. Yep. I don't get angry anymore. People, I am sharing some information with a gentleman that, and he has his opinions. I have my opinions. But the thing is that, if he says he likes something and I don't, okay, we might just not be a good fit. And if you like something, can we compromise in it? Maybe. If not, I can't control that. You cannot control another person. You can only control you. So when you're trying to control another person or manipulate a situation to another person to make something happen, like in dating, if you're manipulating to make something happen, it's not supposed to be. You got to let the flow go. Let it go. Oh, Star, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. You're just, what do they call that? Blowing my balloon up. What do they call that? They call peacock feathers. Make me feel like I got peacock feathers. Yeah, yeah. And the only thing you can do with that person is just remind them, that's the past. You can't do anything about it. And you can do that till you're blue in the face. But here's the thing, they won't change until they're out of denial. And you can show them how it's holding you back by your actions of moving forward. Just let them see. It's sort of like when we have kids. We watch kids and all of a sudden they're doing things or saying things that we were saying or whatever. It's the same with grown-ups. They do the same thing. So all I do is show by example. And my daughter sees it too. And then later she'll say, hey, I just noticed. Yeah, I just noticed. It's like, set the example. Keep showing the example. It's like spirituality. If somebody wants me to stop talking about it, well, then we don't need to be friends because that's part of me and that's who I am and that's what I'm going to be. And if that's what you're going to try to control out of me, that's not. That's the number one thing. You will not take the divine out of me. Ever, ever, ever. Because he's had my back 24/7. All right, let's get going here more. So there is going to be opportunities. Yes, there's going to be opportunities of growth. There's going to be opportunities of actually finding and figuring out what the illusion is around you and the people that you're around. There's somebody that has too many things going that they need to release some of the things. So it's sort of like this card here, the Seven of Cups, is all about sort of like having those 12 fishing poles in the water. For those of you that are brand new, I use that scenario a lot because when you're on a dock and you have 12 fishing poles, I don't know why 12, it always comes up 12, but you have 12 fishing poles and you're down here sitting and chilling and you're waiting for this pole to go off. But the 12th pole down there goes off and you're running your patootie off to get down there. By then the fish is gone. And then that one goes off down there and then you're running down to the other end. That fish is gone. And then before you know it, you've missed out on every single opportunity, including the one that was meant for you to grow you, to bless you, to reward you, to everything. So 1 or 2 fishing poles. Got to release something. Okay. Now, I'm not quite sure why this card is here. We've got the 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles is about either somebody being left out in the cold or somebody being left behind or somebody who wasn't included when they should have been, and maybe somebody forgot to include them. Okay, that's for somebody out there. I don't know who, but the divine was saying you forgot to include them. That tells you where your priorities are, that they weren't that important. People are important. People are important no matter who they are. But, do we let certain people in? No. Do we let toxicity in? No. But there is somebody who feels left out. Or this could also mean, and I don't feel this energy here. I don't. It could also mean that somebody physically got hurt, or if somebody is physically ill, or somebody's having some physical ailments. But I don't feel that energy here. It might, though, for somebody, because we have the Strength card next. And I'll tell you right now, gotta love that rehab. I'm still in my walker. I asked, can I get rid of my walker this week? And they're like, no, you're still unstable. So, and I don't mean unstable here. I mean unstable in my knee replacement. All right, so definitely somebody may be having some physical, that it is going to take some physical strength to get really back on again. All right. I don't feel that's for everybody. Definitely that energy is sort of like not a high priority for everybody here. That may resonate in other ways, but there is somebody here that may have that going on. I don't know, like a broken foot, broken arm, or something. I feel like something's broken. Not something major, just like something's broken or sprain or a twist or something of that nature. All right. So let's see what else is going on. Two of Pentacles. Did I say it or did I not say it? Somebody's juggling. Somebody's got too many things on their plate. Too many things. Let me share this with you too. Thank you. I appreciate that. Is that when we get too many things on our plate and we can't finish or control or get them all done, what does that do to somebody? Makes them irritable, makes them frustrated, makes them agitated. And this is a thing that, why is it making them agitated? Because they bit off more than they can chew. And they weren't honest with themselves. All right. They weren't honest with themselves. And the number 2 is either, again, and then we got another number 2, is that you're bringing things together, you're creating balance. The number is about balance. Okay. And that would be the same with this here, because if you were trying to juggle too many things, you can't balance. But also 2, the number 2 of Wands, this is about your future. The number 2, it is about either bringing things together or separating them, or making balance or making them balanced. Again, that has to do with your emotions, getting them under control. Okay. And stop creating illusions. Find out the facts. Find out what the facts are. And then when you're seeking your facts, is this first dimensional? Is this second dimensional? Is this something of divine or is this something of earth? Is this something of the supernatural, or is this something that is just tangible? Something you can touch, something you can feel, something you can see. I go for the supernatural. All right. So we have the number 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Okay, so then we got these 2 together. That's huge. Because not only is this for your future, and of course this is your mystery, we've got 2 and 3. This is about acknowledging that things are going to come into balance or you're not. What are you working for? What are you working towards to bring your life back into balance and improvement? The number 6. All right. All right. Somebody's off balance, definitely. Well, the full moon is all about that too. And again, for those that you're just popping in, definitely, if you haven't seen the full moon video, please go and watch, because it's not only for up to the 5th, but it's the whole month of April. Yeah. So we have the Ace of Cups, love, joy, peace, the opposite of what anger, jealousy, retaliation is. And then 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. At least it wasn't the 7 of Swords. 7. All right, so let's see. And then if you guys, for those of you that are just popping on, if you have any questions or you want to say hello, where you're at, where you're from, yeah, you're always welcome to do that. Or if you're shy to do that, you can always put them in the comments. I respond to all comments, all emails. So you're very welcome to do that. And then don't forget to tell me what time frame you guys would like to have your readings in. 15 minutes, half an hour. I'd be shocked if somebody would say an hour. All right. Ooh, these are too many cards, guys. Too many cards. I know you're out there. I know you're there. Okay, so 5 of Cups. Somebody's going to struggle with this concept 100%. Somebody is going to struggle with this concept 100%, because when you got the 5 of Cups, they're more low vibrational thinking than they are high vibrational. So they'll find an excuse not to get angry, or to get angry. They'll find excuses to make up for their feelings and their actions controlling them rather than them controlling. Well, you made me do it. Seriously, grow up. I didn't make you say those words. I didn't make you put the drink in my mouth. I didn't make you do. Nobody can make you do anything. But somebody sure is thinking that way. Very unstable. Very unstable thinking. Then we have the justice. Okay. Now, why is the justice here? Is somebody going through court? Is somebody going through a process of a big sale? Somebody going through a custody battle? I'm going to get clarity on that one. Let me get clarity. All right. I don't know why that's here. Unless somebody is definitely angry. I feel like somebody's either got in trouble with the law, whether they got pulled over and they got detained, or they're in jail, or their sentence was they got their sentence. I don't know. I don't know who that's for. Their opportunities are now taken away from them, and their feelings are definitely taking over than them controlling their feelings. But can I get clarification on the justice, please? Five of Swords. Oops. Five of Swords. Death. Okay. Nine of Wands. Somebody's life is completely turning around. Something's ending. And remember, sometimes when I talk, basically, sometimes I say, if you don't make the choice, the divine will do it for you. Or if you don't do it, the divine will do it. And it's going to be really much harder. That's what's happened. So somebody like the Sagittarius, somebody procrastinated, didn't do what they were supposed to do. And now, through the court system or through whatever this is, you either missed out on an opportunity, or you ended up in trouble. That's to say it politely. You ended up in trouble, but because you didn't take the initiative to do it, then divine did it for you. I hate that feeling. I don't know who that's for. And now the future is really uncertain, because now you're going to have to go through more trouble, more paperwork, more whatever it is. Now, that's not going to resonate with everybody, but somebody out there watching at some point, it is going to resonate with them. And you really have to keep the anger and the animosity and the bitterness, because you're going to have to look at yourself, whoever this is for, because you have to look at yourself and find that within you, because you have to, if you're going to be angry at anybody, you have to be angry at yourself. And as I was telling Sagittarius, if you procrastinate, you're more reactive rather than proactive. And when you're reactive, sometimes you miss out on opportunities or make things worse for you. And you could miss out on opportunities because you're too reactive, and you could lose that fishing pole again, the whole fishing pole thing. So really pay attention to that. Hey, Kelsey, welcome, welcome. Yeah, oh my gosh. That really sucks. Yeah, custody and child support. Keep going on it. Keep going on it. And there's always resources. If, for a lot of people, when I went through mine and I went through my custody and things, I was a broke single mom. And I told that to a lady. She says, you need to get custody. And I said, I don't have any money. How am I going to do that? I can't afford an attorney. Every city has usually a resource called legal aid of some type, and it's free. And they give you the forms, you fill out the forms, you give it to legal aid, and you get it taken care of. But I'm going to tell you right now, Kelsey, don't be scared. because everything is going to turn out just fine, and everything is happening for a reason, and it's a blessing in disguise. It will be a blessing, because that kind of a person that would leave and abandon kids and leave you without anything, you don't want them in your life anyway. You don't, because that person is all about me and is a man boy, not a grown man. And it will be much better for the children to have a healthy mother to grow these kids than have two parents, one being, and plus, you know what? He's going to go out and cheat anyway. I don't know if that was part of it, but he would go out and cheat anyway. And then what are you going to be held with years later? And the kids see it. The kids know. The kids are so smart. Even when we don't think they know, they know. Yeah. And that's why when I left my daughter's dad, she was 2 years old, and I said, you know what, I'm leaving. And so she can develop her own personality and her own decisions about her father, and never spoke a bad word about him, and let her develop that. It's important for the children to develop a healthy mindset. So for you, Kelsey, don't get angry, don't get bitter. Say thank you for the blessing of showing me what kind of a freaking guy he is at this point in life. Because there are resources, and if you need to know resources, just email me, because I've gone from being homeless to a business owner within a year. Yeah. So there's resources of all kinds out there. Yeah, it does. It really, really does. Yeah. I wouldn't let him I'd get me an attorney and say, no, you can't. No, he can't do that. No, I'd be turning his butt in. I'm criminal justice, so I'd be turning his butt in. Yeah, well, no, there's still repercussions. You have proof. That's a legal thing. You need to talk to an attorney, because you can, you know, yeah, yeah. There's a lot going into that, but you're going to be fine. You are going to be fine. But again, you're always welcome to reach out, email, or make comments. I will definitely respond to those. All right. However, don't get bitter. Don't get angry. You can be, here's the thing. You'll know when you're healed when you don't get angry about it anymore. But these two things are going to go hand in hand. Really, 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 when you start getting angry, just, ask, hey, Divine, I'm getting angry. Please keep me calm, keep me peaceful, keep me balanced, and breathe. Because they're not worth it. It's not worth it, because this is going to affect you, and then it affects the children and affects people around you. Try to stay as calm and peaceful, and love yourself, and be joyful that you're being protected away from something. You're being protected away from something. All right. All right, guys. This has been your reading. Holy Toledo, 32 minutes again. Did it again. So please make sure that you guys like all the people that you watch their video. It takes 2 seconds. Hit the like button, only because YouTube really watches those likes. Don't ask me why. I don't know how it all works. I just know that they say the more likes you have per video, the more chances that more people can see it. I don't know. And then the other thing is that don't forget to share and subscribe. Now, again, I did do the full moon video on the 28th. That's out there. You can watch that. Those energies are going to go through April. If you haven't seen that, go watch that. If you have and you enjoyed it, share it. Otherwise, I don't think there's any other announcements other than those that do celebrate Easter. Happy Easter. Enjoy it, celebrate it, and celebrate in love and peace, and walk in the truth. All right. Kelsey, thank you for popping in and saying hello. And of course, Star and Wolf 444. I appreciate it. You guys have a great week, and we were going to see you, hopefully without my walker next time, on the 6th. All right. Take care, guys. Is it on the 6th? Yeah, on the 6th. No, on the 12th. On the 12th. Take care.